back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Down to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker, in front, and out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back here to Wahpeton as it's semifinal number 2 of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com. We had a win for Central Cass over Hankinson, 79-71. That put Central Cass into the championship game, and they'll play the winner of this one, Sargent County, the number 2 seed, number 6 team in the state, taking on the Kindred Vikings, the number 3 seed. Sargent County 19-2 on the season, Kindred 14-7, and both of these teams were pushed to have to play all 4 quarters of basketball yesterday. Sargent County defeating Richland 67-55. Well, it was Kindred over Maple River 67-49, and you look at those scores and you think they were games that were controlled from start to finish, but both of these teams got pushed through much of those games yesterday. So it was a very physical matchup for both of these two teams, who, by the way, have already played twice this season, and expect a physical up-and-down matchup between these two here in the semifinals. We'll take a break here in our pregame show. We got more basketball coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
And welcome back here to Wahpeton, and it looks like Kindred Baseline has 2 future broadcasters, maybe replacements. For me and Bryce Lockstall will be joining us here again on this broadcast. But thanks for being with us here on this semifinal matchup between the Kindred Vikings and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Kindred again 14-7, 8-3 in the region. Sargent County 19-2, 10-1, and one of those 2 losses for Sargent County came in a non-region game. In fact, that game was played here in Wahpeton. It was during the bonanza, the second meeting between these two teams. A non-conference counter, but a win for Kindred over Sargent County, 57-47, avenging the conference counter that happened in Milner, and that was a 49-45 game. So you look at how the scoring has gone between these 2 contests, and expect maybe a lot of that same looking game between the Bulldogs and the Kindred Vikings. We'll try to get you some updates from other games being played throughout regions here today. Region 2, in the semifinals, it was Thompson over Mayport CG, 62-60. Thompson and Mayport, or rather Thompson will play the winner of Hillsborough Central Valley in Grafton. Over in Region 3, Those games, we don't have any scoring update over there on Region 3. Their semifinals featuring Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, Linden, H&B, Edgeley, Cullen, Montpelier, and Allendale. There's a lot of postseason basketball being played in Jamestown at the Civic Center. Is the Region 3 boys basketball tournament over at the University of Jamestown. Is the NAIA men's basketball national tournament. Region 4, 4 wins, trying to four-peat as region champion, suffered a loss to North Star 51-46. So North Star will now play the winner of North Prairie and Warwick over in Region 4. Region 5, Shiloh over Washburn 73-36. Shiloh will now play the winner of Garrison and Flasher. So that is Region 5. Region 6, Bishop Ryan over Mulhall, Lansford, Sherwood 68-44. Our Redeemers Del Lacs Burlington. The winner of that game will play Bishop Ryan over there in Region 6. Region 7, Bowman County over Hazen 75-61. Beulah, Dickinson, Trinity playing in their other semifinals. Well, in Region 8, Powers Lake, Burke Central over Stanley 55-52. Divide County, Kenmare Bowbells will play in that other semifinal matchup. This is our pregame show. Coverage of the Region 1 basketball semifinals here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, the winner will play 8 o'clock-ish on Thursday night for the Region 1 championship. They will play against Central Cass. We'll have that for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Losing team will play against Hankinson for third place, 6 o'clock Thursday on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take another break. We got more coming your way next.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town. We're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th. We'll see you at the bull sale. For more information, visit jacobsonredangus.com.
And we're back here in Wahpeton, Region 1 boys basketball semifinals. Kindred getting ready to take on Sargent County. Again, a winner will play for the Region 1 championship Thursday night against Central Cass. And we'll have all games here for you on YourLiveEvent.com. And if you missed one, find those games archived on our website. One last break, and then coming up, we'll meet our starting lineups when we return. It's Region 1 basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
2119 or planterdoc.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
And welcome back here to the Blickery as we were getting ready for this semifinal matchup. And winner will play for the championship coming up on Thursday, and they will play against the Central Cass Squirrels. Time now to meet our starting lineups, and we will start with the Kindred Vikings, who are the number 3 seed. It'll be a 5'9" senior, number 3, Cole Campbell, a 6'7" sophomore, number 5, Carson Osee, a 6'5" sophomore, number 12, Presley Peraza, a 5'10" senior, number 22, Jorgen Swenson, and a 6'4" junior, number 23, Jack Davis. Campbell, Osee, Peraza, Swenson, and Davis for the Kindred Vikings. They're coached by head coach Brad Whale, 14-7 on the year, 8-3 in Region 1 play. And Lax, for Kindred, last night, it was really what they did in the paint that became the difference maker. You look at the numbers that were put up, Osee, Peraza, Davis in the lane yesterday. They were really able to control time and space on the post.
Yeah, they definitely dominated Richland down low. That's where they knew they had the advantage, and they took advantage of it. I think tonight they don't have that same advantage, but I think that's where they're the most successful. So I think I'd look for them to go back down there again tonight. And when you talk about Sargent County, they had a much more physical game. It'll be, Kindred played Maple River and Sargent County played Richland. I think that it'll be interesting to see how they can bounce back after that grinded out, physical game that was 32 minutes they had to play, to finally pull it out. It'll be interesting to see how their legs respond tonight.
Let's take a look at our starting lineup for the Sargent County Bulldogs. A 5'11" junior, number 1, Nick Hansen, a 5'9" senior, number 3, Fletcher Wilprecht, a 5'11" senior, number 12, Gavin Christensen, a 6'4" junior, number 24, Luke Martinson, and a 6'5" junior, number 35, Josh Wittich. That's Hansen, Wilprecht, Christensen, Martinson, and Wittich for the Sargent County Bulldogs, coached by head coach Ryan Weber. 19-2 on the year, 10-1 in the region. They are the number 2 seed, and third meeting this season between these two teams in very similar style games. The second meeting was here at NDSCS. Do you think that might be the one that they're looking at a little bit closer?
Yeah, that was the most recent one, kind of like we talked about last night. But at the same time, that game, you hate to say a game doesn't mean anything, but it didn't mean anything in the standings. Sometimes you don't come out as sharp. You're not as mentally focused. So I would look, this is the rubber match between the two. I think it's going to be a highly contested game. I think it's going to be very physical. I don't think it's going to be as up and down and the pace that Castleton and Hankinson was. I think this is more of a grind it out, get it to your big guys down low, let them do the work inside. It's going to be just as entertaining, though. I have a feeling this one's going to be a very good ball game.
It'll be Peraza to take the opening tip-off against Josh Wittich as 8 minutes goes up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And here's the tip, and it's run back by the Bulldogs, handled by Nick Hansen. Hansen onto the near side. Martinson coming off 26 points, 9 boards yesterday in their victory against Richland.
Zone right away.
Hansen from the top of the key will come over to the near side. Martinson to the elbow. Christensen, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes a 3, and it's in. Fletcher Wilprecht drains a 3, and it's Sargent County scoring first.
Man-to-man by Sargent County. Sometimes they do a little zone press off of a make, but it looks like they're just going to try to play man-to-man right away.
Osee on the drive, goes for 2, draws the foul. He'll go to the line, and he'll get a couple free throws coming his way. You talk about that second meeting being the non-region counter, being the most recent game. You want to get the win. Obviously, you want to keep that momentum going, but do you think that maybe there's a few things that both coaches kind of kept away from each other there in that second meeting?
Definitely, there was some showmanship going on. Neither of them wanted to, to show their full hand. I think everybody kind of anticipated this could be a matchup in the semifinals.
Second free throw is good for OC. That'll make it a 3-1 contest. And winner will play against Central Cass. That will be coming up Thursday night. You're guaranteed another game regardless of the outcome of today, but obviously 8 o'clock is when you want your game to start.
Yeah, that third, fourth place game is a fun game to play in, but obviously the meaning and is not the same as if you're playing for the championship.
Another three, this time it's Martinson, and a 5-point advantage for the Sargent County Bulldogs. A missed shot, putback attempt is good. Plesley Peraza will hit 2 and cuts that deficit now down to 3.
And I talked about the game being played inside and everybody's jacking threes right away to start it.
Goes to show sometimes you don't know what you don't know when it comes to the playoffs. There's a 3 back at the other end. That one will hit off the iron. Battle for the rebound. I think Peraza had hands on that one on the baseline. It will stay with the Sargent County Bulldogs. We got to see those 2 young men, 2 young students on the baseline wearing their headphones, being play-by-play announcers there. I think we might be replaced here coming up as 2 coming for Hansen.
They're probably more knowledgeable and better looking. We're in trouble.
Here comes the Kindred Vikings trying to answer back, down 8-3. Sargent County has led the entirety of now 2 minutes into this game. Campbell taking a look inside. Feeds to the near post, Peraza. Outlet pass will come back to Campbell. Skips across, open shooter, and Swenson. No room for Swenson, and now a drive. Held up at the post, up for 2. Missed shot by OC, and then 2 will come the way of Kindred. OC scoring his 3rd. It's an 8-5 game. Now you get the feeling maybe 1st to 50 wins this one?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking right away, that it was going to be, a grinded out, slow it down game, but the pace of this first quarter has been up and down, and both teams are getting good looks. The defenses haven't settled in yet, but I think they will.
Martinson on the near side, give and go. Martinson up for 2, won't get the shot. Here comes Kindred. Swenson can't find room to drive. We'll feed this one to Davis. Davis sends a pass over to OC, works over to the near side on the hands of Peraza, takes the shot, will miss. 2-handed down by Fletcher Wilprecht. The senior coming off 11 points last night will feed to Christensen. Hesitation on the post, brings the defender with him, and will come back to Fletcher Wilprecht.
Sargent County's transition game was something that Brad Whale talked about at the end of the game last night. You can see they got back there right away and forced Sargent County to set up their offense.
Ball comes to Wittich in the lane. Bucket won't count. Call for travel. And first man in, Brooks Bacco, the 8th grader for Kindred. It's some poise for him last night in a big postseason game, 4.6 rebounds. He played a lot of big minutes. He's that guy for Coach Whale. He comes in and he has one goal, keep guys in front of us and keep the offense flowing, and he's done that.
I think they're a little bit more comfortable with him running the point. He does a really good job, especially for an 8th grader.
Ball comes over to OC, takes the shot, that will miss, and right there is Bacco on the mix. Comes up, hits 2, and it's a 1-point game. Brooks Bacco off the bench contributes 2 early. Hansen stops at half court to Wilprecht. Right of the lane, finds Christensen, takes the shot, won't get it. Rebound into the hands of Martinson. He'll hit the deck, and I believe that will be OC called for the foul. Strike that, I think it might be Peraza.
Both coaches, I think, right now a little bit upset by the offensive rebounds their teams are giving up, but both teams are trying to rebound out of a zone that makes it tough. I think the first team that can establish something down low is going to have a definite advantage here.
Now, both of these teams won the rebound battles against their quarterfinal opponents, and it was rebounds. It was almost 2-1 rebounding advantages on both sides. Hansen takes a look, top of the key. Will come to Wittich. Drives, takes a shot, won't get it. Putback, though, is good. Gavin Christensen chips in 2, and Sargent County leads by 3.
That's where he's so tough. He averaged 16 and 10 on the year, and he's just a relentless offensive rebounder. 1-3-1 now from Sargent County. See if they can rebound a little bit better out of it.
Swenson for 3. And we have a tie game, 10-10 the score. First tie, and maybe our first of what could be many ties the way this game is paced. Now we'll come to Martinson, onto the near side, Wilpreck. To the free throw line, left open is Wittich, won't hit the shot, and right there for the rebound, Osi. Ball gets started the other way, up for three. Swenson tries to go back-to-back. He can't. Peraza there for the rebound, and the ball was held on to Wilpreck.
Timeout,
and he'll take a timeout. That is a Bank North timeout. Bank North offers the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Wherever you go, take Bank North along and handle your banking anytime for all your accounts. Get online at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, proud supporter of their communities. This broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangements with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Hankinson and Central Cass, a very good semifinal matchup, number one. Of course, you always expect good basketball when you get to this late into a region basketball tournament, but a very good game number one, and game number two shaping up to feel a whole lot of the same way as that timeout for Sargent County ends. 3:03 left to go in the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hansen with the basketball.
Looks like Kindred went man-to-man out of the timeout.
Colton Cadoon checking into that game out of the timeout. We'll come to Gavin Christensen to Cadoon, looking to get free with the screen. Dribbles in, open shooter, and Greg Wieslander, he takes the shot. That will miss. He also checked it out of that timeout, and it's a rebound for OC. Tobacco in the lane, sends a pass that's partially deflected, but recovered by the Vikings. OC tries to drive in, can't come through. We'll come to Swenson. OC thought about the deep three, pulls the trigger on the double clutch. Put back is good.
Kindred's dominating the offensive glass right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sargent County switch to man just so they're just finding a guy that they know they have to box out.
Martinson held up on the block, turns, comes for two, off the iron, tipped off the hands of Christensen and taken away by Kindred. We're going to see a foul on the far sideline. It'll be called on Nick Hansen. His first, team second, 1:59 to go in the first quarter. Owen Hoyme will come into the game. Also, someone else checked into the game. Well, they made a substitution. I think OC may have checked back into the game, actually, out of that timeout.
Hoyme checked in for sure. Still zone.
Vikings on top here. 12-10 their lead. Feed inside, foul call will come against Christensen, his second. This will give some free throws to Jack Davis. Get ready for the 10 best days of summer at the Red River Valley Fair, July 7th through 16th. Get your tickets now online at redrivervalleyfair.com. Grandstand entertainment, including Dan and Shay Shinedown, Jelly Roll, Leonard Skinner, and Flo Rider. First free throw is good for Davis.
Maybe a little pressure from Kindred here if they make it, and they do.
We were tied at 10. Kindred has scored 4 straight since then. As a majority of this quarter has been Sargent County in front, and we're going to see a whistle come here at half court.
Man-to-man run and jump. They got them to pick up his dribble, and then they kept that double team.
Kindred's basketball with 1:33 to go. Baco across half court.
Sargent County went from a 1-3-1 to a 2-3 now.
Ball comes right of the lane. Peraza for two, misses the shot. Pulled down by Wilpreck. Sargent County down by 4. They scored the first points, jumped out to an early lead into the rim for two. Luke Martinson, he scores his 5th.
Great finish, nice up and under.
Pass gets deflected by Wilpreck. Hanging on to it is Hoyme, skips it across. Baco tracks it down. Comes to the corner to Swenson, rather to Davis. Now back to Davis, off the glass, in for two. That is 6 for Jack Davis, and he takes over as the game's lead scorer. His team leading by 4. 40 and counting to go. Quarter number 2 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Wittich to Wielander to the near side. Martinson for two off the iron. Rebound deflected to the hands of Peraza.
A lot of contact there.
Peraza goes to Bacco over his shoulder, picks it up, and Brooks Bacco didn't get flustered by bobbling that pass. He turns and hits two. It's a 6-point lead for Kindred. 10 seconds left to play in this opening quarter.
Big momentum swing here. If Sargent County can score before the quarter gets, they can get a 2-for-1 possession. Get the ball first to start the second quarter too.
A nice feed at the baseline. Are they going to count it? Yeah, they will. That's Wittich who finishes with the two. So 18-14 our score through the end of the first quarter. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsboro Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsboro's Main Street. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsborond.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
And we are back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
See if Sargent County can take advantage of that 2-for-1 scoring at the end of the quarter, the first possession to start the second. That'd be a big swing.
And we've seen one lead change come here as Sargent County took the lead. Kindred came and took the lead, which they hang on to here right now as the shot a little too strong for Christensen. And the basketball in the hands of Brooks Bacco.
Got a good look.
Comes to Osi, back to Bacco, to the corner. Swenson thought about the three, will set it in motion. Handled by Campbell. Feeds to Swenson, onto the post. Osi hangs on, up for two, gets the shot.
And we talked about the first team being able to establish something inside, and right now Kindred's done a really good job of that against that zone. They're very patient. They're getting the high post, short corner looks, and they're just finishing better around the hoop right now.
Here comes a feed to Wilpreck across the lane. Two is in for Christensen. Sargent County will get those 2 points back, and they bring this deficit back to 4. It is 20-16. Swenson peeks inside, will come to Campbell, to the hands of Peraza, too strong on the shot, and Hansen had some hang time on that two-handed rebound.
That was a good possession defensively for Sargent County. They needed a stop.
Christensen dribbling along the arc. Going to the basket, nice move towards the rim, too high on the shot. Following his shot, gets control of the basketball, losing his footing was Campbell, and it gave about a man advantage for a split second for the Bulldogs, and that creates that open shooter far side of the court as trying to drive was Kadoon, and he will lose this one out of bounds.
Yeah.
6:28 to go in the first half.
I don't like seeing guys getting rewarded for falling over like that.
Kindred's basketball. And if you're Sargent County, you're coming off such a physical game yesterday, Bryce, against Richland. I mean, they went body for body, shoulder for shoulder, you know, elbow for elbow if the time came to it. As the shot is on the way, that one will miss.
And I was thinking about that today. I really thought that it could affect them a little bit today. And you can see some shots already are short, and it's going to be a physical game.
Held ball will stay with Kindred. It is Bacco at the baseline. Shovels a pass to Osi, didn't play it cleanly, and it's taken away by Josh Wittich. And not that Kindred wasn't pushed yesterday. I mean that third quarter offensively, Maple River struggled yesterday, and that took them out of the game, but they brought it at some big stretches to Kindred yesterday.
No, they both had to play, you know, almost the full 32 minutes, but that Richland Sargent County game was just so physical. Both teams were on each other for 32 minutes, and it was a grind it out. Guys were rolling on the floor. It was just kind of a rock fight type game.
Martinson brings it within 2. Bacco tries to extend that lead back to 4. Ball winds up into the hands of Jack Davis, and he will bring it back to a 4-point lead, 22-18.
Talked a little bit about Jack Davis yesterday. I've really thought he's improved a lot throughout the season, and he gives them, kind of that third scorer that they really needed throughout the season.
Campbell held up on the post, and he'll be called for a travel. Yeah, OC 11.6 rebounds, Peraza 18.6 rebounds, and those two it was really that middle stretch of the second quarter, third quarter where those two were so dominant on those scoring runs. I don't want to say he forgot about Jack Davis because he was a big part of that game, but he kind of quietly had that 12.7 rebounds. He just really went about his business well yesterday as 2 come in the way of Peraza. And when you have that third big to have to focus on, it takes away a lot of energy and a lot of space and a lot of what you can do defensively.
It really changes a lot when you can get that third guy, because a lot of teams can have at least 2, but when you get a team that has 3, it's so much harder to game plan. Everybody, it's just another guy.
And a hard-fought 2 at the other end for Luke Martinson will make it 24-20. We got a timeout on the court. That is a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
24-20. Kindred leads Sargent County. That is coming out of a Bank North timeout. Member FDIC, proud supporter of their communities. Get them online at ibanknorth.com. And Kindred has led since about 3 minutes left to play in our first quarter. They've led the entirety here of the second quarter as OC from the wing tries to drive top of the key, opens things up for Swenson. His 3 off the mark, rebound pulled in by Christensen, and Christensen had to dribble off hard from Davis. The ball now in the hands of Martinson. Martinson 10 points, make that 9 points. Lead scorer for the Sargent County Bulldogs. 2 losses on the season for the Bulldogs, one against Central Cass, one against Kindred.
Nice pass.
As a nice feed to Josh Wittich.
Great patience down there, waited for the defense to kind of take themselves out of position with the jump, and then a great pass above his head to above Christensen's head to above Wittich's head.
Handled by Davis. Will come to OC top of the key, right side. Driving Swenson, no room for him to drive. Comes to Peraza, will miss the 2, and the rebound for Christensen. We talk about a 3-headed monster for Kindred. How about Wittich, Martinson, and Christensen, those 3 guys, and then Wilpreck in on the mix.
I think Sargent County has the more guys that can score. Those 4 are really good.
Peraza knocked away
Nice
that
hustle.
shot attempt, and Sargent County able to hang on to the basketball. And 4 in double figures yesterday. The leader, Martinson, 26 points. Up for 3, that is good. Wilpreck
Big battle
second
here, that's
3.
a big shot. That's a huge momentum swing to finally battle back after being down. Weren't playing your best basketball. See how they can finish the half here.
That does put Sargent County back on top by a point, and almost stolen away by Wilpreck. It's loose, and he'll get it. Feeds to the driving Christensen, and he draws the foul.
Great hustle by Wilpreck. Way to fill the lane by Christensen.
Foul will go against Carson Ossie, his first team second. Just 6 combined fouls between both sides. That's just kind of the game it's been here through this first 10 minutes, nearly 10 minutes, nearly 14 minutes. As the second shot is good. and a 2-point lead for Sargent County. Ball comes to Campbell. Back inside. And
Nice
2 for Davis. And Jack Davis in double figures for the second straight night with 10. 26-26. Our second tie of the game. We were tied at 10, now tied at 26. Wheelander will come to Christensen. To Wilpreck.
They got the switch they wanted. They get a touch inside. There it is.
And nice feed over to Christensen for 2. Tiebreaker to the Bulldogs as we approach the 2-minute warning here of the first half.
Nice ball movement by Sargent County. They've really settled down offensively. And they switch to man-to-man on defense.
Braza misses the shot. Ball will come to Christensen. Stops on the free throw line. Sends it across to Martinson. Martinson for 2, and his 6th of the quarter and a 4-point lead for Sargent County. And he kind of had to pay the price there to finish that shot, but gets the points as Baco at the other end will hit 2. Bulldogs inbounding the basketball.
Both teams man-to-man right now.
Martinson going to take his time here a little bit.
Yeah, he's one of the guys yesterday that I felt was all over the place on the floor, and he's done the same thing again tonight. I think he's a little bit tired here with a minute left in the first half.
Wilpreck will come to Wittich. Wittich on the drive. Over to Christensen, 7 on the shot clock, puts up the shot, will get it. 9 for Christensen, 7 this quarter, a 4-point lead yet again for the Sargent County Bulldogs.
Back to zone.
And a straight steal for Wilpreck. Wilpreck the steal, leads the charge, gets 2. Sargent County up by 6, shot clock is turned off. The momentum right now on the side of the Bulldogs, but a 3 here. Heck, even 2 here. Any points here for Kindred could steal that away. I feel like a 3 would get the crowd going, might add a little bit more to the mental side, but any points here could see a shift of momentum. Ossie up for that 3, will miss it. Rebound tipped over to Campbell. Campbell feeds to an open Davis. 34-30, 3 seconds left. Let's see if the Bulldogs can score once more. They won't, as there is a miscue on the pass up court, but our first half is what has been a very exciting semifinal game. Number 2 ends with Sargent County leading 34-30 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. First half numbers coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm gonna be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Welcome back to the half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here in the Region 1 semifinals. Sargent County 34, Kindred 30. It was 18-14 Kindred at the end of the first quarter as the two teams battled to a 10-10 tie. Kindred would close out the quarter in an 8-4 run, and then Kindred would extend their lead to 6. And it looked like Kindred's offense was really starting to click in, and they might take a double-figure lead into the half. Sargent County made some adjustments on defense, and they regained the lead. And they lead this one right now by 4, 34-30. I'm Joel Morgan. Bryce Laxdal has been joining us again. Thank you for joining us here on our coverage of this tournament that we've had so far with this game and one more day left. But looking at the stats, shooting percentages fairly similar, about a 9-point swing in favor of Sargent County. Turnovers in favor of Sargent County, 4-3. Rebounds, 14-13 in favor of in favor of Kindred. Offensive, defensive rebounds looking very similar. It's such a close game. The three-point shooting has been the only thing that's really making the difference for Sargent County right now.
Yeah, Kindred is 1 for 9 from 3, and Sargent County is 3 of 4. You know, that's going to be, you know, in a close game like this, the ability to knock down the shot from outside has been the difference. I really liked when Sargent County switched to man. they'd go man and then mix in that 2-3 trap, and Wilprecht really made a difference up top, got a couple great steals. It'll be interesting to see how they come out the second half. They keep going back and forth, and how Kindred can respond to that. And that's part of the, having an 8th grader do a lot of point. He's got to be able to recognize man or zone. I think he's good enough to do that already as an 8th grader. So, Kindred's got to realize, or, set your offense to what, the other team is in right away.
Some individual numbers. Lead scorer for Kindred, Jack Davis, 12 points, 4 rebounds. 6 points for Brooks Bacco, 5 points, 5 rebounds for Carson Osi. Presley Peraza, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 points for Jorgen Swenson. 46% shooting for the Kindred Vikings, 55% shooting for the Sargent County Bulldogs. 11.6 rebounds for Gavin Christensen. Fletcher Wilprecht, 8 points, 3 rebounds. 9 points a rebound for Luke Martinson. 4 points a rebound for Josh Wittich. And Nick Hansen, 2 points for Sargent County. And credit Fletcher Wilprecht. 8 points, not to take away from those 8 points by any stretch of the imagination, but where he's really shined here has been his ability to create turnovers or to push the tempo in favor of Sargent County.
He made 2 really big steals that totally swung the momentum of this game, and that, in my opinion, has been the difference. And they're big plays, especially when Sargent County needed them. I look back at the first half, and I look at Sargent County running that play at the end of the first quarter, scoring at the end of the first quarter, coming out to start the second quarter and scoring again. I think those swings at the end of quarters to start the second quarters, those set plays where you get 2-for-1s, those are huge. And that second quarter, the end of the first, Sargent County really took over after that.
34-30 our score here at the half. Second half coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
8 minutes about to go back up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Region 1 basketball semifinals. Winner will play Thursday night about 8 o'clock, and they will play against the Central Cass Squirrels. Losing team will play against Hankinson in the third place game of this Region 1 basketball tournament. The Bulldogs basketball to begin the second half, and everyone back on the court will be the starting 5 on both sides. Nick Hansen controlling the basketball. Will come to Luke Martinson. To the hands of Wittich, to Hansen. Again, this is the rubber match of the season series between these two teams. There's a feed down low.
Great
and a shooter's bounce to Wittich.
Iverson screen, then they had a shooter set a back screen, and then they hit the slip off Wilprecht's catch on the 3 off the double. That was a great play. Great pass by Wilprecht.
Ball right of the lane to Peraza. Gets knocked down, no foul call. The basketball will go to the Sargent County Bulldogs. Christensen in the corner, feeds, and it's through the hands of Wittich. And a nice job backing up that play for Hansen to keep the ball in control of Sargent County as it comes loose to the hands of Wittich. He'll bring it to the corner. Kind of a soft restart of the offense as they don't have a whole lot of time to try to set something up here. About 10 seconds and a nice feed, and off the glass and in for Josh Wittich.
They're so good at finding Wittich. He's so good at finding that open space, the slipping, and just, feeling that open spot away from his defender, and he's great at finishing around the hoop. That's 2 great passes from Wilprecht and from Martinson.
Peraza will answer back for Kindred. They trail by 6. Some poise shown by Sargent County on that offensive possession because they've had a few broken plays and a few missteps Yet they're able to keep control and keep doing what they wanted to do there offensively, as losing his step there was Wittich, able to feed this one to Hansen. Hansen moves between the circles. Will come to Wilprek.
Sargent County is really slowing it down here.
Back to Hansen, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Thinking about the three was Wilprek. He's going to have to hustle. Fadeaway shot, up and in for two. Again, just poise in these pressure situations right now to start the second half. 8-point lead yet again for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Largest separation we've seen between anybody here in the semifinal. Campbell drives, taken away. And a feed to Wilprek will catch up with it. Off the glass and in.
Any timeout.
And a 10-point lead just like that for the Bulldogs. 5:51 to go in the third quarter. That is a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136. Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
It is an 8-2 scoring run to begin the second half for Sargent County. They have controlled this first 2 minutes and change here against the Kindred Vikings as they lead 42-32. Kindred taking that timeout, trying to figure out what they need to do differently as Baco on the wing. And we're going to see a foul call.
Like we talked about off air, so many games are won and lost in that first 2 minutes, and that was a great statement by Sargent County to come out of the break and go on a little run. Kindred's got to settle down here. They need to get Peraza and Osi a touchdown low and see if they can score.
Baco off a screen to Campbell to the corner. Ball back over to Campbell. There's 24 on the shot clock, and this one's good. Brooks Baco with his 8th. Just the 4th point so far the second half for Kindred. They make it an 8-point game. Wittich held up at the post, sets in motion, comes to Wilprek. Comes inside to Christensen. Christensen shot short of the iron, gets his rebound. Open shooter beyond the arc. Martinson misses the three. Rebound knocked away by Kindred and picked up by Campbell. Campbell looking for an opening inside, will come to Baco.
Baco takes the dribble. Corner, high-low post touch.
And a three for Jorgen Swenson. Kindred needed that one. And we're going to get a timeout now taken by Sargent County. Ryan Weber wants a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
The dedicated staff at Weimer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimerAuto.com. Weimer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimer.
42-37, Sargent County leads Kindred. It's the Region 1 basketball semifinals. Broadcast of this tournament has been authorized by special arrangements with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Sargent County had a 10-point lead, and coming right back and answering is Kindred.
Little 1-3-1 pressure here.
Baco, right in the face of Hansen, will come right in his grill. Will come to Wilprek, over to Martinson. You know, when you have that kind of quick guard play, you can run that type of defense as there's a missed shot by Hansen. Yeah, Baco and Campbell seem to be anywhere in the split second. Baco held up at the free throw line, will come to Campbell. Now to the corner, Peraza held up on the drive. Nice feed, comes to Campbell, to Bacco, and Bacco's going to get bumped. And Luke Martinson will be called for his first, team second of the half. Actually, I had him for one, but they're going to say he's going to have two. So I was about to say Hanson, the only one with multiple fouls, but Hanson and Martinson, multiple fouls right now for Sargent County. Bulldogs the number 2 seed, the Vikings the number 3 seed. Ball to the post, missed shot from Osi, he'll be fouled.
That's the take they need to get and the look they need to get every time. They need to establish that paint presence again like they did early on in the first half. I haven't seen Davis get, looks like he's got an ice pack over there actually. I don't know if something happened to him, I didn't see. He's holding ice on the sideline there, but they still got Peraza and Osi. But I think with those 3 guys inside, they have an advantage that they need to take when the Sargent County's in that 2-3.
Randy Wheelander will come into the game. Second shot is good for Osi. 42-38 the score. 6 straight points since falling behind for 10 by Kindred. What a way to answer back as Jack Davis will check into the game.
He got a bloody nose. You can see he's got something in his nose.
Ball gets handled by Hanson. Open shooter, Martinson for the 3. 14 for Martinson, 45-38. 3.5 to go in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Can't lose him. That's just a breakdown mentally on the defense.
Swenson to Bacco. Skipped across. Osi back top of the key to Swenson. Up for the jumper. Good.
Tough shot. Swenson with a couple makes here has really helped out Kindred.
And that's 5 for Swenson here in this quarter. He has the second made 3 for the Kindred Vikings in this quarter as well. To the rim, up for 2.
They find
Josh
him again.
Wittich.
Every time he slashes, they find him. It's fun to watch. It's great basketball.
Here's a 3 at the other end. Answer back off the iron for Swenson. Picked up by Luke Martinson. And Martinson will be fouled by Carson Osi. That is his second, team's first of the half. Ball gets inbounded to Wittich, and he'll be fouled. Jack Davis is first, team second. Fouls in the first half. There was 2 for Kindred, 4 for Sargent County. As physical as the game has been, and as physical as these two teams are able to play, relatively quiet on the foul fronts. Of course, now as I say that, Lax, we're probably going to see a flurry of fouls the way that broadcaster Jinx has been working in this tournament.
I think the officials are really doing a good job of keeping the game called evenly, and that's the biggest thing you want is consistent calls, and I think it's been called consistently. You know, the players know what's going to be called and what's not, so they know the level they can get away with.
Bacco taking the inbound as Grady Wheelander tried to make a play at the baseline and just could not keep it in bound. He's about a step or so short of keeping that one in the hands of the Sargent County Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead by 7. They've been up by as much as 10. Ball to Peraza off the glass, misses the shot, rebound tipped out of bounds. And it should be Wittich last to touch, and that's what the officials will say. Now, sometimes it gets difficult when you're throwing hands there around the basket. You can't tell who's on your team.
Yeah.
And that was what happened in that situation. Wheelander was right there, and Wittich just saw hands on the basketball and knocked it away. Yep. As there's a 3 for Osi, and that's good.
Make them pay for that extra possession. That's what good teams do.
And here comes Martinson, their lead right now at 4. Wittich from the corner will come to Hanson.
See if they get that action again where they can find Wittich open, slash into the basket. Kind of a clear out here.
Open for 3, off the iron for Wittich. Put back though is good. Gavin Christensen picks up the pieces and
dropped right into his hands.
Osi. Back to Bacco. Driving Peraza, and he'll be fouled. Presley Peraza will get 2 shots.
I tell you what, when you get the ball like that and he can attack downhill, he's so athletic, you're not going to be able to stop him.
I believe they're saying Josh Wittich. Yeah, it will be Wittich's second. So now 3 of your 5 starters, if you're Coach Ryan Weber, and the Sargent County Bulldogs have 2 fouls.
I think if you see who he takes out here, Wielander, but you tell him you finish this quarter, don't get anything, over the back, 90 feet from the basket, and just be smart.
49-44, we had thought maybe the first to 50 would win this one, but it's been a different style offense for both teams as Peraza hits both. 49-45, 1:17 left to play in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't think the defenses have been that bad. I think the offense have just been even better.
And we saw both teams adjusting man-to-man to zone. They've been showing a whole lot of different looks.
They have.
Christensen dribbles, tries to feed baseline, out of bounds off the hands of a Viking. We'll stop with 57.5. It was a victory earlier this evening in favor of Central Cass over the Hankinson Pirates. 79-71, Central Cass punching their ticket to the championship game, playing the winner of this one as a travel call comes against Luke Martinson. And Martinson felt the pressure of the defense and trying to draw that contact, and someone dropped his shoulder back and he lost his footing.
Yep, it's tough to, he's gone maybe one too many times back to that step through move. He might have to, find some sort of counter to it.
Bacco skips across, comes to Osi, and he is fouled, and that will be Wilprack called for his first. So every one of the 5 starters now has at least 1 foul for Sargent County, 38.5 to go. And
a couple cheap ones here at the end of the third quarter could add up in the 4th free throws.
I'm going to say you're sitting on 5 team fouls right now. You're not that upset with that situation, but it does limit, like you said, some of those situational things that might come down the stretch here when we get into the final 8 minutes. Campbell comes to Osi. Near side Bacco. About a 2-second or so difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Campbell to the corner, Peraza. Here comes a 3, and that is big. Osi hits the 3. It's a 1-point game. Half court heave will miss, and Kindred cuts it down to a 49-48 game with that last second 3. We'll go into our final 8 minutes of the Region 1 semifinals when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, our final 8 minutes of the Region 1 semifinals between Kindred and Sargent County, a 2 seed against a 3 seed, and we thought that it has been a kind of grinded out, fight for every inch, fight for every shot kind of game, but an early offensive flurry from both of these teams has made it a little bit high scoring, and I think that we kind of thought it was going to be tonight.
And let's see, they didn't get the look they wanted there, but that was a great opportunity for Kindred to answer back with that 2-for-1, end of quarter, start of the next quarter. Big momentum swings when you score at the end like that.
Feed down low, getting fouled is Wittich. Foul will be against Presley Peraza. That will be his second. You know, you felt coming into Wahpeton that the final 8 teams in Region 1 would make it from top to bottom a very, very tough 3 days of this tournament, and so far it's delivered.
Yeah, this fourth quarter is going to be a grinded out, who wants it more. You're going to have to get to 50-50 balls, who's going to be diving on the floor. Every possession is going to be huge.
Whittish will push the lead back to 2 at 50-48. It was that 3 from OC to close out the third quarter that made it a 1-point game, 49-48. Ball comes to Campbell. Campbell back to Bacco. Back to Campbell. To the corner, Peraza. Handled by Bacco. Feed across the lane, comes to Peraza, and it's taken away.
Great steal.
Big steal there for Martinson. Just inside of 7 minutes left to play.
Man-to-man here by Kindred.
Martinson to the rim under double coverage, takes the shot, will get it.
Tough finish, power through 2 people, finish off at 2 feet. That's a man move right there.
4-point advantage here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard to the Sargent County Bulldogs. Deep 3 on the way, a little too strong for OC. Put back though right there for Bacco, count it and he'll go to the line.
Big time rebound by an 8th grader. Wilpeck missed the box out. Bacco went straight up right over the top of him, got it, and has a chance for an and one.
That will be on Wilpeck, his second.
You got to finish the possession with the box out and a rebound. Great defense. Just didn't finish it.
And the shot is good for Bacco. 52-51. We have a timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson, one of the owners here at TCI Insurance. We've been in business since 1985. We're based here in West Fargo and in Wimbledon, North Dakota. We work really hard to give our customers peace of mind and protect what's important to you. Check us out in our West Fargo location, right on the frontage road, across from Costco.
Hi, I'm Stacy. We love working with our crop insurance clients.
I'm Jessie. We have great options for crop hail insurance.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Check out our website at tciteam.com.
Hi, I'm Molly. We bundle your home and auto.
Hi, I'm Garrett. Let's visit about an umbrella policy.
Hi, I'm Eric. Check out TCI for life and health insurance.
Hello, I'm Leon. We can take care of all your farm insurance.
Hi, I'm Bo. Think of TCI for all your commercial and business insurance.
We look forward to working with you.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout. See him online anytime at ibanknorth.com. 52-51, Sargent County with the 1-point advantage over the Kindred Vikings. At 1 point, Sargent County led by 10. Kindred took a timeout, answered back with 6 straight, cut it to a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter. I don't think any lead is too comfortable here at this point of the game.
No, it's going to be back and forth the rest of the way.
Martinson, who has a game-high 16 points, handles the ball near the top of the key. Martinson a look inside, will come to Wilpreck, a feed over to Wittich in the and one.
He's so good at finding that open spot, and they know if they pass it around and work it around long enough and they're patient, they can find him.
That's a big foul because now it puts Peraza at 3. So he just has 1 foul to give as the 3-point play completed by Wittich. It is 55-51, a 4-point advantage in a 2-possession game as there's inside of 6 left to play. Stay tuned for our postgame. We'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. As a feed down low comes to Peraza, misses off the backboard, and Peraza gets fouled. And that might be Wittich. If it is, that'll be his 3rd. So the 2 bigs could be in some foul trouble.
They're kind of going back and forth with each other here. I think both teams are going to keep going right back to those guys.
Wittich's 3rd, team 7th. Kindred will spend the rest of this game in the bonus. First free throw will miss by Peraza. You know, when we looked at the halftime numbers, Lax, it was everything was so evenly matched. The three-point shooting, what was the difference maker stats-wise? Could free throws be that stat to end this game that could be that difference maker?
Especially, I think they could with Kindred being in the bonus now the rest of the way. If they can take advantage of that and get to the free throw line, yeah, I think they could win it there.
Hansen gets held up. Will come to Wittich. Christensen comes in off the glass, misses the shot, rebound two-handed by Osi. You feel momentum right now coming towards Kindred. Bulldogs will take that right away with the big stop here. Mismatch comes to Bacco, and it's taken away by Wittich in the lane.
A little bit of patience sometimes on offense. Kindred and man. Get out of that zone again. I think Wittich was doing too much to him.
Wilprecht held up on the wing, drops a pass over to Wittich. 10 seconds right now on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Martinson takes the shot off the glass, won't get it. Rebound, Cole Campbell. Come across to Osi as we inch closer to the halfway mark of this final quarter of play. Handled by Campbell, works to Peraza. Hook shot good for Presley Peraza. And it's a one-point game yet again. 4:24 left to
Kindred
play.
switching defenses, they're kind of caught in the middle.
Handled by Wilprecht. Up for the three, this one in and out. Osi right there for the rebound. And timeout taken by Brad Whale. Timeout on the court. It's a Bank North timeout. They offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Wherever you go, take Bank North and handle your banking request anytime for all your accounts. Value-based banking without ever slowing down. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, proud supporter of our community, is a proud sponsor of sports on yourliveevents.com. We'll keep it right here in that timeout as you still don't feel like anyone has taken momentum. Kindred started seeming like they were going to steal momentum, and then coming up kind of like clockwork, Wittich, Martinson rather, gets the steal in the post. They come back the other way. It's, again, this game is going to maybe come down to those final 30 seconds.
Yeah, I feel it a little bit leaning towards Kindred here. I like the timeout by Whale. Let's see if Sargent County comes back up in that 2-3. He probably drew up a play for a 2-3 to get a touch of somebody that he wants to get a good look for. I like that timeout. Next basket's huge, I think.
Bank North timeout ends a feed to Peraza, and the missed shot taken away by Wittich.
He tried to go for the home run.
Martinson will come to Wilprecht for the three. That will miss. Rebound Peraza, and he is going to be fouled by Christensen. And that will be Christensen's second, and again, that will result in free throws.
Sometimes it's tough to give up on a play, but you know, as a player, that's a tough one to give up 90 feet from the basket when the other team's in the bonus.
And Peraza will miss the shot. Putback attempt, though, is good. Jack Davis hits the putback.
I like the way he plays.
Kindred on front by a point. Hansen to Wilprecht. Wilprecht looking around. Now to Christensen, feeds to Hansen. Hansen for the three, off the backboard, picked up by Osi.
That was a shot Kindred wanted to give up.
Brought up court by Brooks Bacco, coming up on 3 minutes left to play in this game on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sargent County won the first meeting. Second meeting went to Kindred. Third meeting to be determined. Bacco to the corner. Swenson drives, nothing happening for him. They'll restart their offense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Peraza goes for the feed and was trying to find Brooks Bacco and went a little too strong on the
see
pass.
A timeout or something here to set up a play. I think Sargent County really needs to get a look that they want. Only a couple minutes left.
Hansen.
Just kind of stagnant right now on offense. Kindred's playing great D.
Comes to Wittich. Open shooter, and Hansen was closed in quickly. Nice job by Swenson to close out that shooter. Wittich trying to spin, comes back to Hansen. Three is good!
Shot.
Sargent County back in front, 58-56. Nearing 2 minutes left in this game.
Hansen's tickling the twine from 19-9. That's a big-time shot there, laying off of him.
And Davis will answer right back. 58-58, tied for the third time in this one.
Now, I think.
Hansen drives, puts it up, draws a foul.
What a great last couple possessions by Hansen.
Hansen, 2 points, 3 rebounds last night in the semifinals. That's foul number 4 for Presley Peraza. And first free throw off the mark for Hansen. Second free throw misses. Swenson had the ball. It's taken away by Hansen, and he was on the line. Hansen has played big here in this last minute and a half stretch, and almost came away with what could have been the steal for the game.
I thought they gave him the timeout. Nice hustle play.
Bacco got the Wildcats logo to Swenson, back to Bacco. 58 all. And a travel against Swenson. Campbell will check into the game. They're going to pull Jorgen Swenson.
Maybe a little offense-defense substitution here the last couple possessions.
Hansen will inbound to Martinson. And we'll see a timeout taken by the Sargent County Bulldogs. Timeout comes with 1:09 left to play. It is a Banknord timeout. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299, or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Bulldogs taking a timeout. It is 58-58, 1:09 left to go, 28 seconds on the shot clock for Sargent County. Will Pratt, far sideline, inbounds to Hansen. Hansen has been the hero in this stretch for the Bulldogs. He's come up with a big three. He's had a big steal, drew a big foul. Ball comes inside to Christensen. Hands it over, jumper off the end of the iron for Wittich, and the basketball now to the Kindred Vikings, a 58-58 game. It's Brooks Bacco, the 8th grader.
Another timeout.
And we'll see a timeout taken by the Kindred Vikings. That is a Bank North timeout. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com, and we're going to keep it here.
Whale was calling for that timeout, and the official didn't see him or hear him right away and almost caused a turnover. He wasn't very happy.
This is our third tie of the game. It was 10-26 and now 58. Winner will play for a region championship Thursday night. So what is the conversation happening right now if you're Coach Whale? What is the situations that he can work out of this timeout?
Well, if you wanted to go quick, you'd have 6 or 7 seconds to kind of run a play that you want. If you have a quick hitter, that would make sure you get the last possession. But I'm guessing he's probably going to work it down, try to get a post touch, a couple kicks, get a look inside, something, close to the hoop. And, if you're on the other end, you got to make sure that you finish possession with the stop, and you can't give Peraza or OC a chance to come flying in and get an offensive rebound, because right now you're guaranteed to get a chance no matter what to get a look. And that look could be, hey, here's the play we're going to run right now. They took it in the timeout, and they're going to set it up so Kindred can't set up their defense and take a timeout. So there's a lot of stuff into play right here.
Bank North timeout comes to an end. It will be Jack Davis to inbound the basketball.
Back to man-to-man. Probably could do up a play for zone. They're going to hold it for a little bit here. They're not worried about the 2-for-1. They want to get the LUT. Oh, nice pass.
Feed to Peraza and flushes it in for the lead. 60-58. Shot clock is off. Sargent County for the tie or for the win. They'll take whatever here in this final 20 seconds. Wilprecht gives a look, hesitation. Peraza able to close in. Will come back to Hansen.
Probably take a timeout now.
9 seconds to go, and there's that timeout. Timeout comes with 9.1 seconds left to play. That is a Bank North timeout. You can find them online at ibanknorth.com. We'll keep it here as this timeout comes with 9.1 seconds left to go in what has been a battle of a ball game. What we expected to see against the third meeting between these two teams, what we expected to see between a 2 and a 3 seed, what we expected to see with the season on. I mean, there's just endless storylines, endless things coming into this game, and they've all played out in front of us here.
Yeah, it's been an awesome basketball game. Hats off to everybody that's played in it. It's been a lot of fun to watch. And we might be a possession away from overtime too. Get a little free basketball. That wouldn't be too bad. I'd be interested to see who gets a touch here for Sargent County. Wittich has been good the second half. Kindred's probably going to come out man-to-man and be really aggressive. They got a couple of fouls here to give, so they're not going to give up a layup. You're going to have to make it earn it. They might try to show really hard and try to get a steal because they have that foul, so you got to be strong with the ball for Sargent County.
It'll be Fletcher Wilprecht to inbound. You see Coach Whale telling his defense where he wants him to go. As Wilprecht throws the inbound a little too strong, and Hansen will pick it up and loses it out of bounds.
There's still time. You still got to foul right away. You got to foul right away. Wilprecht's in it. He's got his team telling him what to do. You're still going to have time. You can go a whole way up and down the court with under 4 seconds. You just got to foul right away.
And Brad Whale wants a timeout. He wants to figure out what their plan is here defensively. This one's a full timeout. We are going to step aside. We'll come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Bank North timeout. They're online at ibanknorth.com. A miscue for Sargent County gives the Kindred Vikings the basketball, and in a 2-point game, Sargent County's going to need this one back here right away. They're going to need a quick foul, and they'll get that foul. It will be against Christensen, his third. Put Carson Ossie at the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1, 5.4 seconds.
First thing you need to do is make sure you get a really good box out. You probably want to pinch on Peraza and have Christensen go one-on-one with Davis.
And the free throw's good. Still a one-possession game, but you need the 3 to find overtime.
Yeah. And he wasn't comfortable shooting that one, but he got the roll. Let's see if he feels a little bit more comfortable here. Gets a
second free throw's good. 5.4 seconds. The Bulldogs will come up court. Wilpreck up for the three. This one off the backboard, and it becomes a final. Kindred advancing on to the region championship game. They defeat the Sargent County Bulldogs in one whale of a ball game, 62-58. I know it's cliche, Bryce, but there has to be a loser in this game, unfortunately, and Sargent County played their heart out, Kindred played their heart out, and they battled every minute, every second of this game.
Yeah, hats off to everybody. It was a really fun game to watch. Both teams laid it all out there, played hard for 32 minutes, and yeah, somebody's got to go home a loser tonight, but I think both teams played their butts off, and it was a fun game to watch. And as a fan, it was a really fun one to watch.
62-58, the final score. We'll have our post-game show coming up next.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
And we're back here on our post-game show. Kindred wins 62-58. The Vikings return to the Region 1 championship game, and joining us is junior Jack Davis. First off, congratulations on this win. Sargent County made you guys fight for every point, every inch, and you guys come out on top. What's it like having this game come to an end in your favor?
It's really great to be back to the regional championship, and yeah, it's just amazing.
Sargent County jumped out to the early lead. You guys came back. You tied it at 10. You guys ended the first quarter in a run. You had the lead. Sargent County takes the lead in the half. I mean, just back and forth. How much did you guys have to rely on your teammates and rely on your game planning here throughout this game?
We had to rely on them a lot and just trust them to make the right play.
Josh Wittich was a big threat for Sargent County. He finishes this game as their lead scorer. He was finding ways to come in inside on you guys. What adjustments did you have to make for him?
We just played zone against him, and then on a miss we did man, and then we just bodied him up and played straight up, and yeah.
Sargent County had a chance to inbound there for what could have been the tying or the winning shot. You guys took a timeout right before that, or they took a timeout. You guys discussed it. What was the game plan coming in here for what could have been the winning or tying shot from Sargent County?
We just couldn't let up a three, and we couldn't foul on a layup or anything for an and one, so we just had to lock down.
They have a miscue on that inbound pass. You guys get it, quick foul. That second free throw comes in and kind of puts that game out of reach. What's going through your mind when that second free throw from Carson goes through?
I felt really confident in the end of it, and I just really hoped that we would win in the end, and we did.
You guys get the win here. You've played two tough games back-to-back. You have a whole day off tomorrow, and then it's back here Thursday against Central Cass. First, I'll ask you, what do you remember about your meeting against the Squirrels this year, and what is going to be a key for you guys coming into Thursday's championship game?
They play really tough. They shoot well. We just got to close out high and close out on their shooters and just play good defense and hopefully win it.
And finally, Jack, you guys, again, you're going to have that time. You're going to have all day tomorrow. It's back here Thursday. I know you guys are going to talk about in the locker room, but what do you think Coach Wales is going to tell you guys have to do to recover here for this next 48 hours?
Definitely sleep, get a lot of water, and just rest and get our minds ready for Thursday.
All right, well, congratulations on this win for you guys, and we'll see you coming up Thursday night.
Thank you.
As Jack Davis from the Kindred Vikings, a win here against the Sargent County Bulldogs, 62-58, and the semifinals of the Region 1 basketball tournament. They have a meeting coming up 8 o'clock Thursday night with Central Cass for a trip onto state on the line. We'll take a break here on our post-game show, and we'll take a look at some numbers here and wrap things up on yourliveevent.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Mindeck Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Get ready for the Easter season and Mother's Day weekend with local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. From chippers, chocolates, jellies, and more, you can find it all at Mindeck Market. Stop by the store to build your own gift packs or check out their website at mindeckmarket.com. That's mindeckmarket.com to shop and order online.
At Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy with highly skilled therapists who live in your community. Mobility Plus looks to minimize your pain and maximize mobility that quickly allows you to live the quality of life you desire. Your mobility is our top priority. To find a location near you or for more information, go online to mobilityplus.biz. That's mobilityplus.biz.
Back on our post-game show, Kindred 15-7 will now go to the Region 1 championship game Thursday night to play Central Cass. Sargent County ends their season 19-2. Our final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Kindred 62, Sargent County 58. And, looking at the quarter scoring right now, Kindred won every quarter with the exception of the second where they lost 20-12. But, you felt Kindred started picking up momentum, and then you felt Sargent County was able to find ways to escape it, find ways to bring their game, find ways to kind of keep their composure. But again, I can't say enough about how impressive this 2-3 matchup was here in the semifinal.
Yeah, it was a great game, a game of runs, kind of how basketball is. And Kindred had just enough to go on that last run. They got a lot of second chance points, a lot of paint points that were huge, and then they, like we talked about, they made the free throws at the end that extended the game and got them the win.
Some final numbers. We'll start with the Kindred Vikings, 53% from the field, 28 rebounds. They out-rebounded Sargent County 28-18. Turnovers, 9-6 in favor of Sargent County. Jack Davis, we heard from him. He was 7 for 7 from the field, 16 points, 5 rebounds. He was the game's lead scorer, 14 points, 9 rebounds for Carson Ossie. He scored those last 2 free throws to ice the game. He was a rebound away from a double-double. Brooks Bacco, the 8th grader, saw some extra minutes in this game, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Presley Peraza, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Jorgen Swenson, 8 points in the contest. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, they were led in scoring by both Luke Martinson and Josh Wittich, 14 points apiece, 13 points, 8 rebounds for Gavin Christensen, 12 points, 3 rebounds for Fletcher Wilpreck. Nick Hansen, 5 points, 3 rebounds in this game. Sargent County shooting 51% to Kindred's 53%. The largest lead in this game was Sargent County at 10, 42-32. Biggest run, Sargent County 12-2, Kindred 11-2, 3 ties, 5 lead changes in this contest. Time now to give some of our post-game awards here, and we'll start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and we're going to go with a member of the Sargent County Bulldogs, though they were on the losing end of this game, and it's going to go to Nick Hansen, the 5'11 junior. Finished the game with 5 points. He had a 3 in that final minute of the game that put Sargent County right back into it. Also had after that three, had a steal on the inbounds, which if he would have had another 3 or 4 inches on the court, they would have been able to call that timeout before he fell out of bounds. But with the game on the line, Bryce, that last minute, that minute stretch, he was the best player on the court when Sargent County needed him to be.
Yeah, Kindred, and it's tough like that when Kindred's dorking you and they're making you shoot and that you're that much more in your own head. He had missed the three before, and then he came back and he was confident in himself and he knocked down the three to give his team a chance to win at the end. So I liked his energy at the end, and he left it all on the floor and gave him a chance.
So here's the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Time now to name our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And we're going to go with Jack Davis. We had a chance to talk to him here on the postgame. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 7 for 7 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Finishes with 16 points as the game's lead scorer. He is the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Get ready for spring planting season with RDK Enterprises. For maintenance, parts, and upgrade options, they can help. Spring will be here before you know it. Let RDK Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact RDK Enterprises at plannerdoc.com. So our matchups are set for Thursday, 6 o'clock, third place game, Sargent County against Hankinson. That will begin again around 6 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, it will be Kindred and Central Cass for the Region 1 Championship and the region's lone spot onto the state tournament. After that game wraps up, we'll also get the announcement of our all-region team, Coach of the Year, Senior Athlete of the Year, and a whole lot more coming up. You can see that Thursday night here on yourliveevent.com. My thanks to Chase Miller, who did the play-by-play of the first game, has been doing some stuff behind the scenes here for the second game. Joey Knuckles, who's been on camera for Bryce Laxdal. I'm Joel Morgan. Remind you once again, our final score here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It is Kindred 62, Sargent County 58. Thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. We'll see you Thursday.